Oh, yeah. Well, I taught last night, so
Yeah. How long is your class? An hour?
yes, an hour and 15 minutes. But sometimes it goes longer if they have questions. All right, everyone. Happy Thursday, but this is the 187th. Happy Friday. Because we will not have docket on Friday. And then we have Labor Day on Monday. Brenda, I had to tell my students last night, I know it's a holiday for you all, but don't do anything crazy. Pace yourself. I don't want to see any injuries from barbecuing. No burning of eyebrows and eyelashes, which I'm not going to say if I've done that or not, but I know that is painful. All right, I'm going to call the docket. If you're here, you need to let me know you are here. If you don't speak up, I'm going to assume you're not here, and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. John Brown. Oh, we're not starting off good. Hopefully this doesn't become a difficult Monday and it remains a happy Thursday. Adriana Harrison. Kevin Young. Kevin Owens. Thank you. You broke the cycle. Valentine Ramos. Renee Espinoza. And Brenna, there was not a line downstairs.
I think we had Kevin Young on Docket earlier in the week.
Okay. Joe Jimenez. Alyssa Alvarez. Emmanuel Davila. Thank you. Leonardo Rosales. Arthur Beecham. Thank you. Armando Garcia. Richard Harris. Thank you. Arthur Galindo. Brian Parker. Brenda, you want to help me with that first name? Martinez. Guamuchimuk Martinez. All right, can you pronounce the full name? Martinez.
Yeah.
All right. When he shows up, I will learn how to pronounce his first name. Billy Joe Hernandez. Francis Ibarra. Deputy Laura, I think you're going to be very busy today. Brandon Juarez. Oh, there's Francis Ibarra. All right, speak up. Brandon Juarez. Thank you. Andrew Hutkins. Jake Gomez. Robert Trevino. Arturo Leja. Oh, and you know what? I could be wrong, but I think John Brown may have been rescheduled. We will see. Robert Solis. All right. Is there anyone who came in late or your name was not called? What is your name? All right, why were you late?
We had traffic on the I-10 here.
All right, don't be late again. You have to make arrangements for that, okay? Oh, Brenna, there is construction throughout the city. And it's construction that will never end. Yes. What's your name? Curtis Williams. Do you have a case number? Oh, what is your SID number? All right, just give us a moment. We'll get to you. Anyone else who came in late or your name was not called? All right, the persons who are in custody are Stephen Miles, Reno Corrales, Arturo Leja, Isaiah Ledesma, Jimmy Valdez, Michael Hinojosa, James Mendiola, and Fabian Vega. All right, I believe the first thing up is, are you all ready for victim impact? Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so everyone, please confer. Okay, all right, thank you.
The other way.
No. It's all good. We're all busy. Present.
Yes. Excuse me, why would you answer to the name Francis if your name is not Francis? Yes, why are you answering to a name that is not your own?
The police said that, when I gave him my driver's license, he said that my name was Fran. It's not Roxanne.
All right, so what is your name?
My name is Roxanne Maciel Calvo.
Who's your attorney? What's your SID number?
You should say Roxanne Maciel Lava.
Yes.
I have a case number, Judge, and Robert Ambrosino is the attorney.
All right, so what is the SID number associated with that?
356-455.
All right, so she is Francis Ibarra on the docket.
I see both names. I don't know.
All right, just have a seat. We'll get with you. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, well, we have a lot of AKAs. All right, okay, thanks. Yes.
Is that her name? Yeah, I saw it. She had a name. But it's ready on that 15 minutes.
All right. So are parties ready to proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right. Mr. Hinojosa? They're gonna proceed with what's called victim impact, and it's where members of the complainant's family may want to address you. So just internalize what's being said. I require that everyone treat everyone with respect.
Realize I'm real pissed off right now. And you know that. What I think will make no difference to you. I saw you carrying on Monday with your buddies, laughing and joking, making signs with your hand. I watched you the whole time. You don't know what it took for me to get up from that chair to go at you. You won't ever have peace. You're a loser. You're a nobody. You will suffer in your misery. A coward, a chump, hiding behind a weapon because you are weak. Raised by ignorance, no morals. You don't have enough life to pay for your crime. You are hated and despised. I refuse to allow you to take up any more thought in mind. But rest assured, my family will rise up and keep my son's name and memory alive. Say his name, Yawns, while you reap what you sow in your misery. Because you know my son changed his dream, which was his music. He met goals. He set out to reach the top and he did it all. You are jealous and envious of him because to this day, he is well known, loved, and respected. Justice stands. So you go straight to hell because you earned it.
November 7th, 2021, the most heartbreaking day of my life. The day you not only took my husband, but a son, a brother, and most of all the father to my boys. My baby, who is now 1 year old, who was only 4 months at the time, who you never got a chance to know what a wonderful daddy he would have had. My 7-year-old, Jay Anthony, who you probably know who I'm talking about. The one who knew who would look up to his dad for just about everything. The one who hurts the most. The one who has so many questions. The one who asks me why every day, Mom. The one who asks us to go to his dad's grave every day. You clearly took who really matters the most to us. And now we all deal with pain and hurt. I don't understand at times. He was your friend, someone who you called your brother. Why, my G? I look at you and clearly see you don't care about anything, obviously. I thought to myself, I'm wasting my time even coming here today. You don't care to hear what I have to say, but I have to say, what I have to say will never matter to you. But here I am today, a single mother, struggling, having to raise my 2 boys on my own. I'll never forgive you.
But today I'm here, not for you, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't waste any more time being around. I'm here for my brother, Kathy, his mom, and his kids. I mean, you grew up with him. At one point, you guys were friends. The fact that you took Daniel's life has left a void in our heart. Someone and something's missing from our life that we will never be able to get back. It's like, I will never be able to pick up the phone, check on bro anymore, never be able to tell him how great of a person he is, how gifted and talented he is, how much we all look. You took that from him and you took him from us. From his mom, his wife, his kids, and from my brothers. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you what you deserve to get to him. I'll tell you that. What I will say is I hope you reach everything you so.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Montgomery.
Take care.
Thank you, you too.
Good weekend.
All right, you too. Be safe out there.
She did call us. That was that one from yesterday.
Roxanne Alba?
Yes.
That one that Brenna kind of remembered Kevin Young from yesterday, I think that one is supposed to be on today. That's the young man who, remember he'd been in jail, so he had shorts because he couldn't.
Yes. And
Yeah.
what's his name?
Kevin Young. I know he's on the docket today, but I don't think he showed up yesterday and we reset it.
Yes. That's been done.
Yeah, no, he's
It was
not
just
here.
on the docket or whatever.
Yeah, it's on the docket.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the thing is when the docket, everybody thought he was incarcerated and he got out. And I think that was the confusion.
Showed him on probation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She responded to me and, so I have to just file a note in the order and then. Thank you for your. You're welcome.
Okay, because Linda Corley said that he turned himself in today. Okay.
I got him. That's really going to fix the comments. Those, I don't know.
Yeah, you have here. What's your name? Adriana Harrison. Yeah, he's here. Yeah. I don't see. Okay. Because I don't.
Bless you. All right, you're here on Valentin Ramos?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Oh, so he's still going through the pre-trial application process.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to excuse him this time, but even though he's going through the pretrial application process, when he has a court date, he needs to appear.
Oh, he's here.
Where? Why is he
Okay.
late? Come forward. Why were you late?
I'm trying to find parking, the parking garage, and there's no parking.
Here's the thing, you got to make plans for no parking because I'm not going to tolerate you being late anymore. You understand? Because I see that on June 7th, you are no show at 11:37 a.m. So you can't be late anymore. You understand? All right, Ms. Ferguson, what date? All right, we're going to come back on October 6th and you need to be here on time.
Let's go outside.
All right, here is it. All right. Do you have Mandy, let me see his file. Oh, so are you able to bring him out or no? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, bring him out.
The body is.
Oh, she's fine. Yeah, she's got a little bit of fever.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah. I'll send you some. What do you think?
And Norma, can you see where Miss Adrian Pettis is? All right, and Miss Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for James Mendiola. State, how long do you expect the jury trial to last on James Mendiola? It's an injury to an elderly and evading arrest detention. Second or more.
I would say jury selection and maybe a day, time max on the whole trial, including jury selection, 2 to 3 days.
All right, so can you give me a jury trial setting?
And I said, well, it was in the glove box. You put it in the glove box. And I got to see, change your story. I don't know what you're talking about, but you didn't have glove box. I didn't see that. Where did you see it? They ended up letting it go. Stop. I don't think my life didn't. Yeah. Who's Parker? Oh, he's over. Sorry.
Norma, who is Judy Wimmert here for? Okay. All right, Ms. Wimmert, you're here on Espinoza?
Yes, I am. And Mr. Espinoza is here with me in my office.
Okay. And what is happening with your case?
Well, Judge, Mr. Espinoza was just released from the hospital on Tuesday after being there for 2 weeks for an abscess in his lung about the size of a baseball. So after having IV antibiotics, he was released Tuesday and he is still infectious and he's dealing with an infectious disease doctor who says it'll take about 8 more weeks for the infection to totally clear up.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need an 8-week reset on Renee Espinoza. Now, plea deadline date. All right, so we're going to come back on October 24th. That will be his plea deadline date. I'll extend it based upon his medical issues.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. And we appreciate being able to appear by Zoom today.
All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Did you hear that?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bruno, do you, there's Mr. Espinoza. Yes. Excuse me. All right. Are you Mr. Mendiola?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, please be quiet. So why are you flooding cells downstairs and taking off your shirt?
Nah, miss,
Nobody wants to see you without your shirt off.
yeah, no, I was trying to get their attention, but
No, you don't get anybody's attention by flooding a cell and tearing off your shirt. No one wants to touch you when you're not dressed. You understand?
yeah, yes, ma'am. No, I ain't really trying to cause problems like.
Well, you did. How far did you go in school?
Oh, 9th grade.
All right, but you still should know better.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you're going to get your jury trial date. What date is that, Ms. Ferguson? All right, you're coming back for jury trial on October 18th. On that date, either you're going to enter a plea or you're going to jury trial. Do you understand?
Mhm.
That's either yes or no.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
So you're going to come back on October 18th.
October 18th.
Yes, for your jury trial, or either you're going to enter a plea. Do you understand? That's yes or no. Do you understand?
I understand. So that's just saying like, we're gonna like discuss what's gonna happen and everything, right?
Oh, this is what's going to happen on October 18th. On October 18th, you're going to be brought over dressed for trial. If you decide to be in the back and take off your shirt and flood the cells, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have a jury trial with no shirt on.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Nah,
You understand?
I ain't trying to do that at all.
Well, I mean, it seems that you are trying to do that because you did it. So on that date, you're going to be dressed for trial. How you appear in trial will be completely up to you. There are consequences for actions. Do you understand? All right, you can take him away.
Is that it? That's it, right?
That's it. And Brenda, now there's silence. You all may confer. Who's here on Brian Parker?
I am, Your Honor.
Where is Brian Parker?
In the front row, Your Honor. Do you need him up here with me?
Yes.
Mr. Parker, can you please come up? Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Does he have a warrant out for him?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. He missed court last time. I was contacted by his bondsman. You were out of town. They came back. He had missed his court date. They reinstated his bond and he is here today. It was, I don't want to say misunderstanding. It won't happen again, correct?
But why was he late today?
What was I late today?
Yes.
I was outside. I didn't.
No, courtroom is not outside. There's not a bench outside. There's not deputies outside. I'm not outside.
I
You were
didn't-
late for court. So why were you late?
I didn't know that I had to come inside. I literally was sitting on the bench and I informed the lady. I asked somebody outside, they say.
That's Deputy Laura. Which lady did you inform?
The lady at the front desk right here, man.
All right.
When he first came in.
Yes.
Yes, so courtroom is on the inside of the court. I don't know what you don't understand about that. And this is not your first time being late for court. I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are we doing with his case?
Your Honor, it's our first setting. I reviewed the videos. I'd like to discuss with prosecution about the case. If I was not down here today, and I wanted to point out a certain points of the video. So I would ask for a reset so I can confer with the state when they can give me their undivided attention.
Oh, they can give undivided attention today. I mean, or either you're going to call them on the phone, but they'll give attention. State, where's your file?
Judge, I'm not sure who he conferred with, but I can look into where the.
Who did you
We
confer?
just started to confer. Daniel and I just started to confer.
Okay.
Took my name and notes and I got his cell phone number.
So-
I can try and find the file.
No, I mean, I'm just wondering, it's not down here?
Vince did not bring it to us.
Okay. I mean, it happens. I'm just wondering.
Don't see it.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Brian Parker, please? All right, we'll be back on September 29th. At that time, the state will be prepared to make you an offer. And remember, court is in the courtroom, not in the hallway. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, see you then. Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form.
Thank you, Judge. We'll go outside and talk in just a minute.
Who's here on Kevin Owens? Where is Kevin Owens? And Mr. Parker, you need to pull up your pants. Okay. Just one moment. All right. So where are we on this case?
Your Honor, as you are aware, this case was on appeal to fourth court.
Yes.
Fourth court has issued their decision, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Possibly 2 weeks ago. And Mark Bennett is the attorney for the appeal. He is out of Houston and I'm working with him. And he has notified us that he is filing a PR.
Okay.
And so that's where we are on the case. Would you like me to address the motion right now or wait or?
The motion the motion to alter and amend conditions
Yes,
of
Your Honor.
GPS? Yes.
He is on partial.
Just 1 second. State, are you in agreement with this motion?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to call 2021 CR 1906, State of Texas versus Kevin Owens. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Arlene Gay for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Owens?
Yeah.
All right, the defense has filed a motion to alter and amend conditions of GPS. State, have you had a chance to review the
Yes,
application?
yes, Your Honor.
Are you in objection?
Yes, the state objects to the motion.
All right, state, I'm
Your-
sorry, defense.
Your Honor, we're asking to go to GPS tracking on this matter. And I will just tell you, my client showed me a text message. There's just been issues of getting approval. Like they didn't have this court setting on the calendar, and he received a threatening a text message, which he didn't receive until he parked this morning. Like, you are not supposed to be out. We're going to issue a warrant.
Well, I would have to sign it.
Yeah, but you know, that's the problem. Getting approval has been a little bit difficult because he has to be approved 24 hours in advance. Well, things don't get put on the schedule. He can't go. He's had his equipment go off at the dentist's office, and he just leaves and goes back home because he's on multiple bonds in the misdemeanor court and one here. That collectively, that's a lot of money. And he doesn't want to violate the court's order. That's been one of the problems. The other problem is that he is looking for employment, and he has been looking for employment. And it appears that the type of employment that he will be able to get, he's resigned himself, is to work restaurant work, which he is okay with doing. But the issue is that schedules usually come out on a Friday or Monday. And he can't get approval. This isn't, I've had other clients that do restaurant work, that this has been a problem. When your shifts change or you're asked to come in and work. And he has to do it 24 hours in advance. So, Your Honor, the GPS tracking has been compliant. You've not received violation reports for a very, very, very long time. There's been none. Looking at the court's record, taking official notice of the court's file. And we're just asking for that tracking to allow him to work, go to appointments, come to court. Also, he needs to go to training for being a poll watcher for the upcoming election. And he has still not gotten approval for that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, if he's charged with stalking, he can't be a poll worker because the complainant, and Mr. Owens, I don't take any of this to be true, but the complainant may show up at the polls and you're watching the polls. That's an issue. So honestly, poll watching is out of the realm of possibility for him.
Okay. So knowing the limitations, Your Honor, his officer Boac has not issued any violations report to you. That's his officer now. I get all of the emails between him and Mr. Boac, Officer Boac, and there's not been any issue. So we'd like to have this flexibility to allow him to work in the restaurant industry, so that he can, get out. And that's all he's been doing is staying home, and he needs to be able to work.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state's in opposition mainly due to the nature of the offense. Again, we understand that there are difficulties in the tracking GPS or the partial house arrest. We understand that there are issues. Ultimately, it's up to the court's decision as to whether or not granted.
All right. And the cause numbers out of county court number 11, are these on the same date as the stalking?
Oh,
The
no,
alleged stalking?
no.
Those
no,
are all
Your-
different dates?
Those are all different dates, and Your Honor, these are not cases involving threats of killing or hurting. Okay, this is not any of these cases. And I mean, the state can correct me if I'm wrong, but there was no threats. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat you up. None of this is like this. this is my client trying to seek mental health treatment through the two counselors and to get therapy, to get counseling. And that's what this is all about.
All right, the motion is denied. Your next court date is going to be September 29th. And defense, I'm expecting you all to continue to negotiate off docket and in between. I know the PDR is pending, but once his appeals are exhausted, if they don't turn in his favor, he's going to be put to trial immediately.
Okay, Your Honor. My concern is that what do we do about him getting a job? If he gets a job, can I come back? Because again,
Yes.
this isn't the first time I've had someone in the restaurant industry that has actually had to miss work because they couldn't get approval.
Yes,
Okay, so if he gets a job and it's a job that the schedule changes weekly, I can come back and address this issue with
you
you.
can come back and address the issue, but make sure that the pretrial services officer is given notice to be here as well.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
you're welcome. Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Robert Trevino.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right. So we're here on discovery compliance.
Yes.
So
and
where are we?
I was conferring with Marcus. I don't know where he is right now, but we had requested some reports and the state uploaded those to e-discovery. I have received those. However, my client discovered some cards with police report numbers that I just gave to Mr. Sanders today, and he's going to look into those. We did receive our first offer today, Judge. However, the state's indicated that they would, considering based on what these new police reports, well, they're not new police reports, but additional police reports say, they'll consider making a lower offer than what they have today.
Okay.
So I would request at least a 30-day reset, Judge, just for that additional discovery and to discuss the plea offer with my client.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you give me a 30-day reset on Mr. Trevino, please? All right, so we're going to come back on September 30th.
Okay,
It's close to 30 days.
that is.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Just get a reset form from Ms. Ferguson, and thanks for dressing appropriately for court. I appreciate it. Yes. Excuse me, whose phone is that? That's okay.
Sorry.
of that. That you require. I saw. Correct. And honest.
Brenda?
Yes.
Richard is now in Paris.
He lives a good life.
He does. My mom said he's very adventurous, but he wouldn't be Richard if he wasn't.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so,
Brenda, would you like to see something?
Sure.
Definitely, Laura. Yeah.
All rise. Please be seated.
All right, Davila. Hey, thanks for dressing appropriately for court. I appreciate that. So where are we on this case?
Your Honor, he has 3 charges. There's 2 that are unindicted. There are cases that we're working on as well, trying to come up with a package deal. We're asking for 30 days. The lab's just got back on the drugs, so we want to look over this offer we just received today.
All right. And have you been able to confer with the criminal trial division or no?
Yes, I have. Spoke to Marcus. We're talking about potential package deal, resolving family violence case and the drug cases together.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Davila, please? All right, October 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Just get a reset form from Ms. Ferguson. Yes. Yes.
It's been a talk for a long time.
Mhm.
Gotta put somebody-
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 97, 1244.
All right, Norma,
No, don't call.
yes, if you can give that to Norma, because we'll have to find someone, see which. and I think They say, although I think it's wrong for the state to find another prosecutor, but we'll send it out through the proper channels to get another prosecutor from Allen County appointed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, where's Martinez?
Well, demo.
Come forward. Yes, come forward. Okay. All right, thank you. Can you just double check and see who that person is? All right, Mr. Martinez, why you were late for court?
Traffic right here, the Cesar Chavez exit.
All right, you can't be late anymore, you
I
understand?
understand, I'm
Your attorney is on vacation. When can we recall this, Ms. Ferguson? All right, so we're going to come back on September 12th,
Yes, ma'am.
and they'll give you a reset form.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And Mr. Martinez, how do you pronounce your first name?
It's called demo, but the county misspelled it like big time. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so pronunciation, that wasn't on me then, that's on the county.
Oh, yeah, it's a norm, but thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Have a good
day.
day. All right, Armando Garcia.
He's present, counsel, yeah.
All right, Mr. Garcia, why were you late?
Because the vehicle was an accident, and then right when we're getting between Carolina and Hackberry, the train.
Which VIA bus were you on?
32.
People should always take the 90. I tell them the 90 is like the express bus. All right, what is happening with this case? We were last here for the defendant to consider the state's offer, and
The last time we were here, we were
requesting an offer from the state.
Okay,
Today, we have gotten an offer from the state.
Okay.
And Mr. Garcia would just like the short reset to consider it. There is option.
all right. Is 2 weeks enough time for you to make a decision, Mr. Garcia?
I'm on vacation the 12th through the 16th. So we do it.
Oh, where are you going?
Denver,
What are you gonna be doing in Denver?
sightseeing.
You're not gonna do skiing, because,
No.
you know, that's dangerous, Brenda. People want to pretend like they're Olympic
We're gonna
skiers.
kind of go like all around Colorado.
Oh, okay, all right, could you set it? We don't want to interrupt your Colorado vacation. Hopefully it will be cold and not hot. Ms. Ferguson, can I have a date after the 16th? All right, we'll see you on the 23rd. Thanks for riding the Via bus.
Have a seat, Armando. You're gonna sign something, then we go.
And that will be the plea deadline date. Adrian Pettis?
Yes, Your Honor, I heard.
Yes, so, I mean, your jury trial date is set for October 18th, or either he can enter a plea at that time,
10:18.
October 18th.
Okay. I'll pull the file while I'm here. I'll see what I could do on my own.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Richard Harris,
Morning, Judge.
good morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just busted pipe this morning.
Ah,
Have fun.
yes, oh, you guys need to switch. All right, so where are we? I know we were here last time because the state needed to locate the file.
Yes, Judge, we did find the file. Actually, review it. The state is looking at it right now. I've asked one of these bits that I can go over and get my office.
All right, so has the state given you an offer?
Hey,
Okay.
good morning.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I have a 30-day reset. All right, October 3rd will be your next court date. Do you have all the discovery?
I believe so.
All right, so that's going to be your plea deadline date. So on that date, just let me know if you want a jury trial or if you want to enter a plea. All right, thank you.
Okay. Noah, Mal, and LL. Noah and
Oh, and I sent an email to the back for someone to print off a document. Because for some reason, this is not hooked up to the printer there.
So he should.
Of course, it went out.
Officer in Austin said he shouldn't have any actives now because. Okay.
And that's what. Yes. All right, thank you. Could I see that file for that, for him again? It is, yes. Let me make sure I put a notation in there. Thanks for playing. And could I see the files on Rosales? The other one, I guess it's in a different location, because he also has the indecency that he's awaiting trial.
Does it say here's the bonus that? Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So like, they got different, yeah, they got them, but, okay. Okay. Well, I will. Really run for it. Let them know what's going on. Thanks for looking at it.
Ah. Mhm. Okay. I've learned something. Ah. No wonder I couldn't pronounce. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read my history on him. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look for, can you send that to me so I'll remember? And I will definitely look it up. All right, thanks.
I did. I got it from Probation. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was coming in. Yeah, no, it's about 1 o'clock. Thank you.
All right, Norma, on Leonardo Rosales. Defense counsel is saying that he turned himself in at the jail. Is there any way to check to see if he actually turned himself in? It's Leonardo Rosales. Oh, thank you. Yeah. But we just say thank you, rolling.
Morning.
Hello, morning. Are you wearing that tie because you're getting ready for football season?
I am, Your Honor. Hopeful.
Who's your first opponent?
Some of Louisiana.
Oh, hey,
Southern Louisiana or northern.
let me just tell you, you got to watch out for the hyphenated Louisiana schools.
I know that. You know why?
They couldn't get in there as you.
No,
Because they have plenty of talent, it's just,
nope.
they're loaded.
Yeah.
That's that's why you go to Ohio and you look at Cincinnati and you look at all those others.
Mm.
They just weren't quite,
No, I mean, there have been some
they got
great
some great
people.
ball players.
Yes.
Incidentally, I see we did UTSA guy, a big line. They were impressed with him according to the press. 345,000.
Yeah.
They need one.
Well, I just hopefully everybody is, and I see that y'all are playing Louisiana Monroe. That's a
it.
good team.
That is a good team. We could be beat. And
You could be. And you know what? I see you all have Alabama on your schedule.
Yeah, we do. So, and by the way, this new Big 12 deal, they claim they forced us to jump ship earlier than playing.
Oh,
Big 10 plays the last.
I see you all didn't want LSU anymore. But have fun with Alabama.
Well, we'll take it. We won A&M on Thanksgiving Day. So
Yeah.
you know.
Well, we are doing our part.
I have two. They're reinstating his bond.
Mhm.
And
Who?
Brendan Waters.
Mhm.
It was a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Didn't have the problem. And
All right, you need to pull the file have the clerks pull the file.
secondly, Judge, I also have another client. I'd like to see if I could set a line on. He's on deferred. He's got a misdemeanor, MTR. What would you like for that?
All right. Is the person on the motion to revoke, are they on the docket today?
No.
Have you conferred with the state?
I will. I'm just asking if there's a piece of paper you want.
A motion?
Formal motion.
Yeah, we need formal
Do I have
motions.
to write it by?
I mean, you can,
That's all I know.
formal motion.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, all right, thank you. Norma, on Rosales, we're gonna recall this, recall it for next week because he should be processed by then if he's there. If not, a warrant will be issued. So what day? Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry, I'm out of rubber bands. All right, who's here for Arthur Beecham? Yes, and where is Beecham? Oh, good morning. So what is happening with Mr. Beecham?
I filed for competency on my client.
Okay.
I'm learning a little bit more about his mental health, speaking with his family. I feel like that's necessary before we come to any kind of resolution. One other issue on this case, Judge, I've given a flash drive over to the state because the surveillance video is not playing correctly.
Okay.
So they let me know this morning that a paralegal has gotten my flash drive and is working on that.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. I appreciate that. All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 45-day reset on Mr. Beecham, please? A 45-day reset on Beecham for discovery and competency. All right, Ms. Ferguson is going to give you a reset form and we'll see you back on October 24th. All right, thank you. Thank you. You too.
So I have to have these things. I think.
All right, who's here on John Brown?
That's mine. Morning.
Good morning. All right, Brent, are you ready? All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 2974, State of Texas versus John Daniel Brown. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
State of Texas.
for the defense?
John Fox for John.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
You entered a plea on July 5th of no contest. You applied for probation. The state is recommending your application for probation. The court requested, or at least the TAP evaluation was requested. The court is in receipt of the TAP evaluation. Defense, did you have a chance to review the TAP?
Yes, I do.
State, did you have a chance to review the TAP?
I didn't, Judge, but I'm okay because it's a recommendation, Judge. I'll defer to the court's judgment.
All right, so the TAP evaluation is recommending inpatient treatment with the VA. Can you tell me what type of treatment is your client currently receiving, Mr. Fox?
Judge, he's not currently receiving treatment. The TAP gives you the whole palette that they've got everything from the VA suggesting. I think they're indicating to you what's all possibility. To November of last year arrest, he has abstained since then. He's kind of been doing it on his own, which is what he indicates in the TAP, is that he's doing fine. He doesn't feel the need to drink. He's obviously open for whatever the court wants to give him in the way of helping him. And certainly he's going to cooperate with anything the court decides. I think he's indicated that in the TAP. He feels he's doing well, but obviously there's some sort of issue there, we wouldn't be here in front of you. But he is willing to cooperate with them. I'm going to suggest the court that, given that he's abstaining, he's been on the admission airlock this entire time, and there seems to be no problem with that, but he is doing that. That the Bear County, basically SCD outpatient treatment program would be adequate to address the needs at this time. So that's what we're asking the court to consider, which I think is the last thing that's mentioned in the treatment.
Your voice just went
Oh, that's
very low.
that's-
You were doing an EF Hutton on me.
A little Barry White. I was trying
Okay.
to motivate you. That's it. The BCCSD outpatient, intensive outpatient treatment, we feel would be adequate in this case, in that he's done so well on his own, and the admission interlock monitoring is not showing there to be any continuing problem. So we ask that you consider that option of the many options that they presented to you there.
All right. Mr. Brown, are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I'm a welder.
Okay.
It's his own business, it's a mobile emergency welding.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
1 7-year-old.
Oh, then you should know the 7-year-old's date of birth.
Yes.
What is it?
April 1st. He's April Fool.
Don't tell him he's an April Fool, baby.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And he co-parents with that, they share custody, and so. one
He
thing-
gave me an April 1st date, but he didn't give me a year.
Oh, sorry.
2015. You sure about that?
No, Your Honor. 14, 15.
All right. Okay, so I can start you out on intensive outpatient treatment, or I can refer you to felony drug court. Felony drug court is a good program. It's intensive though, and you will not be supervised by me if felony drug court accepts you. You will be supervised by Judge Glenn in felony drug court. So you know you better than I know you, better than your attorney knows you or probation knows you. So you need to do an internal evaluation of yourself and let me know whether or not you feel you need felony drug court or whether intensive outpatient treatment.
I think he feels an intensive outpatient would be better.
Okay.
And there is the issue also, Judge, about because of the co-parenting thing. I talked to him about the 10-day jail requirement and full 10-day versus 20 partial. And if there's a slight delay, maybe a week delay before it could be implemented, he has a few jobs that he would need to. He has to block out that 10-day because I think he won't be able to work.
Oh, so is he saying that he just wants to do the 10 days straight on lockdown?
I think he thinks that would be better. The nature of his business is that he gets these emergency calls, for welding. And I don't know how they would handle that on the partial. Usually they have to have notice of, if you're working in now.
No, you just have to turn and let them know that you're going to work. If somebody assumes that he's not going to work, it will come to me whether or not I would issue a warrant for it. And I think probation is aware that I always want an explanation before I do that, if it's a work issue.
Well, there's a work issue, and then he's also concerned about the custody. He wouldn't, it's just him and the child's mother, and so he's wondering on a partial, would he be allowed to, because he has to meet them somewhere. to
Yes.
pick up the child. So
He just needs to let probation know. Communication is key when you're on probation.
And we'll just get it up with the one partial. We've kind of gone back and forth.
Sure.
Going back and forth on the big time. It's through in advance. I don't really do in advance. It would be, what type of advance notification would they need?
You would need to pick up the phone and call them and say, I have a job, it's an emergency, and this is where I'm going to be.
And time frame, like, because they call me at
We call-
all
we call
hours of
them
the night.
I pick up the phone, call probation and say, I have an emergency. I need to be at this job to weld this. Pick up the phone. I'm picking up my April Fool's baby, at this location. And if there's an issue, I will tell you what ends up happening is I get emails. Bashan will tell you, I get emails all the time from probation. And if I have questions about things, I ask them questions and I have your attorney come in to explain to me what's going on.
It's a partial, I think, he just doesn't want that, so.
Okay.
I just wanted to simplify everything and get it done.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's a $1,500 fine probated, 2-year Texas driver's license suspension, 20 days partial GPS in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail due to COVID and now due to monkeypox and also the tomato, is it called tomato flu or something? Also due to that, there's a new thing called tomato something.
Great.
So the court will allow you to work. He's allowed to participate in the custody exchange on partial. So those are things you're allowed to do. DWI intervention, VIP live, ignition interlock full term, proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. I'm going to do 120 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to ask for parenting classes. Upon completion of the parenting classes, the remaining of the community service hours will be waived. We're going to do intensive outpatient treatment with probation. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And we'll do field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. If there are no issues, then that can be discontinued.
Your Honor, there may be an issue with that because he lives in Atascosa County.
Right.
Ah.
Petite.
Well, we won't be doing that. He lives in Poteet. Why were we not brought strawberries? Or is it not strawberry
They're
season?
not in season.
I'd like him to swim.
See, here's the thing.
Get into that.
I'm checking him if he's really from Poteet. He knows strawberry season is not here. All right, so then there's to be a transfer to Atascosa. Is that correct?
No,
It's a,
No?
it's a county that we, since it's right next to us, we'll still supervise.
So you all can knock on the door of Atascosa.
Yes.
Okay. All right, they can supervise, but they can't do field visits. All right, and we'll do regular UA. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Mr. Brown, here's the thing. Probation should really be called communication probation. The way to be successful on probation is to make sure you communicate and let people know what's going on. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. Always nice seeing you, Mr. Fox. Who's here on Roxanne Ava? Did not get notice. Tuesday. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Miss Roxanne Alva, if you could come forward, please. Your case is going to be recalled. We can either recall it for September 6th or September 9th. Are you available to come back on September 6th? All right, so we're going to recall your case on September 6th, and your attorney will be here, okay? All right, just get a reset form for Miss Ferguson. Hi, Phyllis, how's it going? Yeah. So I couldn't watch it. Mhm. She's tired, right? Yeah. Yes, well, I'm hoping I get a chance to watch some of it. And I think she and her, I think so too. And I think she and her sister are playing doubles. So I think they're doubles matches tonight. We'll see if I get a chance to watch it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Oh, sure, that's fine.
And he has two misdemeanors. But, Daniel doesn't.
Okay. Well, I won't be here next week because I'm on a judicial conference. So we can put it either next week with Judge Her, Or either we can put it the following week. You know what? Actually, we're gonna have to put it the following week, Norma, because Judge Her won't be able to Zoom. So,
Okay, well, I mean, he's been in it. And I still found out he's gonna go.
until this. No, they still want to accept him as long as he has open cases. Because I've had this situation occur where they're trying to put people, they want to accept them when they have open cases. Mhm. Well, so let me ask you this. Because they're doing inpatient treatment. I usually do felony drug court here. Is he not going to be staying in Bear County? All right, if you'll talk to Norma, just get it set for when I'm back and I'll take care of it. Sure. Sorry. Okay. All right, you're welcome. Who's here on Andrew Hutkins? I thought this was already. Oh, this is different.
I've got it.
Okay. All right, so if you are, I can switch. All right, what's happening with this case?
You just got a plea bargain. Look like what?
Okay, you're whispering. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. So we do have a plea offer now. I'm going to discuss it with Mr. Hutchins, but I'd like for him to come into the office and look at all the evidence. We can sit down and go over everything.
All right, and who was your other client?
It was Richard Harris. And also have Reno Crowd.
All right, so let me see. What date do we give Mr. Harris?
We gave him 10-3.
All right, Norma, can you put Andrew Hutkins for October 3rd? And that's plea deadline date. All right, and Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form. All right, and then you have Reno Corrales. Reno Corrales. What's happening with this case?
Your Honor, we are still in trial. Yeah.
All right, you haven't just signed the discovery acknowledgement. And have you received all discovery? Okay. All right, well, Mr. Corrales, your jury trial date, we were just here for discovery, but your jury trial date is November 1st. And that will be your plea deadline date as well. And if there's any other settings that are needed, any other motions, you need to make sure that those are heard before that date. All right, thank you. Norma, can you make sure that Mr. Corrales is put, he should already have a date for a jury trial on November 1st.
That, Ron, and we picking the jury in the morning, keep on going, or?
There'll be a jury selection first, and then after jury selection, the next day will be testimony. Any witnesses?
Thank you.
Yes, that's it. November 1st is their jury trial and plea deadline, Lee. All right, did we not take care of Jimmy Valdez yesterday?
No, he's here now, sir.
Ah, okay, thank you. Adriana Harrison. Did I see the file on Harrison? Oh, are you Adriana Harrison?
Yes, ma'am.
Why were you late?
There's a satellite bomb. They said it was gonna work.
Oh, you were down at the satellite? Okay. Where's her attorney?
He said, he told me he was on his way.
Okay, all right, just have a seat and we'll get you, okay?
Okay.
You're welcome. All right. Yes.
Can we approach them?
Just a moment.
Thank you. Wow. Random word.
Okay. And where is she? Alyssa Alvarez. Why were you late? All right, you can't be late again, you understand? All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a reset date? All right, you're gonna get a reset form for October 3rd. Are you always taking your siblings to school? All right, so Ms. Ferguson, set her on October 3rd at 10:30, okay? Will that give you enough time?
You need to start.
Joe Jimenez. Joe Jimenez. All right, and on that, do you have the file, Mr.
I do. I brought it up.
Bartholomew? The court's file?
Yes, ma'am. We'll read it if I can from court of the-
Mhm. And what amount did they agree to?
5, that was the original amount.
All right, Norma, I need a reset. You set for the 16th already? Oh, he's actually set on the 9th here. Okay. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Okay.
We'll see. Okay. Brandon Water.
Arthur Galindo. Why were you late?
Transportation issues, I had to have somebody bring me my spare key.
All right, you can't be late again, you understand? All right, just have a seat, we'll get with you. Billy Joe Hernandez. Billy Joe Hernandez. Did I see the file on Billy Joe Hernandez? Are you Billy Joe Hernandez? Why is he standing? Deputy Mia, do y'all know why he's standing?
I think it could be transported.
Okay. All right, the court is going to call 2022 CR 7314, State of Texas versus Billy Joe Hernandez. Can I have someone from the state?
Frank River for the state of Texas.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 10:47 a.m. Deputy, could you see if there is a Billy Joe Hernandez outside the courtroom, please? For the record, Mr. Hernandez is not present. State?
State would move for a bond for Mr. Judge.
All right, that'll be granted. He'll be remanded without bond. If there is a reason for his absence, then the court will reconsider. All right, and Norma, is Will Brooks aware of Robert Solis? Okay. Okay. So we have a interpreter on Washington. Oh, thank you.
I got it.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 6938, State of Texas versus Arturo Leja. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record? Hello,
Morning, Judge. How are you?
good morning. Great. It's always nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you, Judge.
Daniel Escobar with the state.
Yes.
You have a student interpreter that is observing. Can you come over?
Yes.
And good morning, Judge. Adrian Flores from Mr. Lake, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Leja?
Yes.
All right, we have an interpreter present. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you could state it for the record, please. Mr. Leja, all of the documents I'm going to review with you are in English. Were those documents explained to you in Spanish?
Yes.
Right. Defense, are you able to speak Spanish?
Judge, yes, I'm fluent in the Spanish language, Judge, and I interpreted those languages and described the rights contained therein.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
You have, Your Honor, and I did review it with my client.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Leja, did you review a document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we are proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of controlled substance, PG 1 less than 1 gram.
All right, any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Leja, did you review a document with your attorney entitled Court's Admonishment and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
State is proceeding on the offense of possession of a controlled substance less than 1 gram. That is a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? What is your answer?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Leja, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
Counsel, did you advise your client on the consequences of pleading no contest or guilty and the application of federal immigration law?
Yes, Judge, I've advised my client that this plea will render him inadmissible and removable under federal immigration law, and that he will be deported as a result of this plea. He understands, and he's represented to me that he still wishes to proceed with this plea.
Mr. Leha, did your attorney advise you of the consequences of pleading no contest or guilty in the application of federal immigration law?
Yes.
Did that advice include possible consequences such as deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or the denial of naturalization? Do you understand the consequences of entering into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Counsel, do you believe your client understands the consequences of entering into a plea in this case as it relates to his immigration status?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. They're asking that your punishment be assessed to 97 days in the Bexar County Jail under 12.44 of the Penal Code. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause number 672489. State will take in consideration 2022 CR 7211. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
I did, Your Honor.
Mr. Leha, did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
State, did you understand that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I did as well, Your Honor.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in both places?
Could you please repeat this?
Did you review the paragraph with your attorney entitled waiver of appeal?
Yes.
Did you understand and did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. The state moves to admit what's been marked as State Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Judge.
Mr. Leha, did you review a document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on your on behalf of your client?
We would ask that Your Honor follow the plea bargain agreement.
All right, the court will follow your plea bargain agreement, sentence you to 97 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause number 672-489. Taking consideration 2022 CR 7211. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing from either side?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
Mr. Leha, did you review a document with your attorney entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal?
Yeah.
Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, I understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. It's always great seeing you.
Yes.
All right, who's here on Brandon Juarez?
I am, Your Honor.
Yes.
We prefer you out of the
Where's Brandon Juarez?
Right here.
Come
Juarez.
forward.
Oh, they got called me.
Do you have all the discovery?
I believe I have all I need, Judge. This time. I'll request a supplement if necessary.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Mr. Juarez for a plea deadline date, please? All right, we're going to come back on October 3rd. On that date,
Judge,
you need to let me know
there'll be a trial in Wilson County on continuous sexual assault.
on October 3rd.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you put it before then? All right, September 26th. That's your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you're going to accept the state's offer. You understand? I understand.
What? It's got a number of cases, but I'll take care of it.
All right, thank you. Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form.
September work for me.
September 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
It would be excused.
Yes, you may, and good luck on this football season.
The same for the court.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Not about luck. In your case, you always say it's the coach.
He
It's not
needs,
coaching.
yes, he needs to sign his reset form. Oh, there you go. All right, everyone, the court has taken its recess at 11:20. So if you have something, you need to have it done by then. Yes, sir. What is your name? Charles what? Just give me a moment, okay? Thank you. Who's here on Joe Anthony Jimenez?
I am, Your Honor.
Oh, you're supposed to just be here to update me on the federal.
Talked to Marcus earlier. He was gonna check with them. I set up a Zoom call with them.
Mhm.
They brought the wrong guy down.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to reschedule it for next week.
All right. So, Ms. Ferguson, can we call Juarez and, is 2-week reset enough? All right, can you give me a 2-week reset on Juarez?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jimenez. Why did I say Juarez? I have no
They
idea.
did over at the-
Yes.
Well, we got a Hernandez for you. Well, I need a Hernandez.
All right, so we'll come back on September 19th. How is Jack doing? Oh,
That's soon gonna be yesterday.
that's awesome. Is that close? Okay. All right, because I know somebody who just turned 9 months.
You walk along furniture.
No, she's not walking, but she's still teething. Yeah.
I'll put her up against furniture.
Okay. All right, and Deputy, can you have that gentleman come up? Who's the person? He's waiting for somebody, I think. He wanted to approach. What's his name? Who's he here for? Mr. Jones, I don't have you on the docket. All right, so we're gonna try to, do you have your case number? No. SID number? Okay, if you'll come forward, we can look into it. Oh, just step off to the side and they're gonna see if we can find you in the system, okay?
Okay, I was gonna tell you, on the seventh, I'm going to the treatment center.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, all right, that's a good thing, maybe. All right, all right.
8/22/62.
All right, Jake Gomez. Jake Gomez.
Thank you.
Can I see the file on Jake Gomez? Everyone else is. All right, could I see a prosecutor, please? Court is going to call 2022 CR 7320, State of Texas versus Jake Reagan Gomez. Can I have state announced for the record?
Marcus Sanders.
This hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. and it's now 11:08 a.m. The defendant is not present. And he's being called outside the courtroom to see if he's outside the courtroom. All right, state.
We're asking that his bond be forfeited and a warrant issued.
That'll be granted if Mr. Gomez makes an appearance and provides information to the court as to why he was not present, the court will reconsider. Thank you. All right, Norma, if you can just write on his reset form that he's going to be in a treatment center, you'll need to provide documentation of that, okay?
I got my glasses. He's there now. Well, see, so I have 5 minutes. Okay, 2 years. And See what I mean? Yeah, they accelerate the move. They did. It's really gonna come down. I think that they all. Right. I guess. Good morning.
Let's see the file on Robert Solis.
No, I was. It's always been in mind, it's always. That's like you can do something, and being able to just go down. You know, he died in his car, was his jacket, he jacket.
Sometimes don't wear your mask in public sport.
That would you do. But it's like, Oscar, I see, I do a lunch for all three of us there, but Oscar is like.
It's not cool.
All right, Norma, Robert Solis is going to be recalled for Tuesday. Jimmy Valdez. What is happening with Jimmy Valdez?
Judge, I am asking for more time, based on our conversation last time. We are close to an agreement, but I need to speak to our victim. We've had contact with him in the past. But we're having trouble contacting him today, and so I wanted to let him know the decision I'm making before.
All right, is 2 weeks enough time?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 2-week reset on Jimmy Valdez, please? Yes. All right, we'll see you back on the 19th. The court will not extend plea deadline dates past that point.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, could I see the files on Stephen Miles? Well, just your remaining files. Yes. Yes, the court is recessing at 11:20. All right, who's here on Arthur Galindo? All right, Mr. Galindo, come forward. All right, we're going to recall your case. Ms. Ferguson, I need a new reset date for Galindo, 2 weeks. All right, we're going to recall your case for the 19th. Make sure you're not late, okay? They're going to give you a reset form. All right, just get a reset form for Ms. Ferguson. Who's here? Adriana Harrison, if you can come forward. All right, Ms. Ferguson on Harrison, can you recall this when I am here, please? And it's a motion to revoke. And she also has new cases. Just give me, are you with Ms. Harrison?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they still have Benavides here. Good to see you. Good to see you representing the Gators. You can't sleep.
I can't sleep at night.
All right, Norma, can you reset Ms. Harrison? I'm just going to give you a contested setting. I know it may not be contested, but so we need a contested setting on her, Ms. Ferguson. All right, we're going to come back on October 3rd for a contested. And can you make sure your name is in the system as her attorney?
I will make sure that happens.
All right, thank you. Isaiah Ledesma. Hello. All right, this is going to be recalled back for next week. Yes, you can continue to confer. All right, Norma, can you recall Ledesma back for next week? Yes. What day? Okay. Ms. Levinstein, it's going to come back on Friday, the 9th.
Okay.
You're welcome. All right, Stephen Miles.
Yes, Judge.
We're going to recall you back for next week. Are you all working out anything or no?
I'm not too sure, Judge. I'm gonna speak to Mr. Miles today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson on Miles, can I have a 3-week reset for plea deadline date? All right, so we're going to recall him back on the 19th. You're welcome. Yes.
We'll talk. We'll get around to this.
You can continue to confer.
I'll call him, go Mr. Cobb.
All right.
About something else.
Oh, was it to be about Florida? All right, and then Norma on Fabian Vega. Yes.
I asked for him to be added on so that I could speak to Eduardo about possibly moving it. But Eduardo, I forgot to text Eduardo yesterday, so I texted him this morning.
Okay. All right, well, we can set it on when I come back. All right, and we can discuss it.
Well, that's when it's set for call the day.
Okay, then I think you probably need to talk with Eduardo before then, but we'll see where we are. All right, so I'm going to stop live stream and hopefully everyone will have a great vacation on Monday. Don't do anything that you're not back here. Don't hold fireworks in your hand.
If I'm putting the lottery, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I might not be back that.
All right, and then Judge Her will be here the next week. So there'll be no live